Okay, everyone, so I thought before the worldwide celebration actually comes out, we're going to do an overall top 10 list in Dokkan. These are the units I feel are the best. We're going to imagine them on their best setups, best teams, Rainbow Star, right? How are they going to perform? Now, most of the units you're going to see down here, they all have, like, bonus effects that they do of some kind to help themselves out or their team. It's not just like straight up attack and defense. They do other things, right? So let's start off with number 10, who I'm going to say this could actually go either way. And to be honest, I think it's the androids, right? So we take a look at the androids here. Remember, they're Worldwide Chaos and Future Saga. Key 3, HP attack and defense 170. Super attack, they raise attack and defense for 1 turn, and they seal super attack. Their passive, attack 170, defense 180. They change key spheres to tech. They get an additional 35% attack and defense per tech key sphere obtained. An additional attack plus 18 defense and defense plus 17% per key sphere obtained. They get an additional attack plus 70% with 7 or more key spheres obtained. An additional 80% defense with 8 or more key spheres obtained. They get an additional key plus 1 per rainbow key sphere obtained. They launch an additional super attack when HP is 35% or less. When attacking, they nullify key blast based super attacks if HP is 30%, 35% or more when receiving the attack, right? Their active skill, they have a Ghost Usher. That is one of the most powerful abilities in the game. It can be activated when facing one enemy whose HP is 35% or more, or when facing 3 or more enemies, right? Their links are, they're okay, right? Organic Upgrade, Android Assault, Twin Terrors, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Dismal Future, and Fierce Battle. So as long as you pair them up with other androids, they will link decently. Category leads, Future Saga is actually really good with the LR, Vegeta, and Trunks that are out. Androids, you got AGL Cell, who is a monster. Join Forces still needs help. Sibling Bond, that needs help. Android / Saga, that one's good. Worldwide Chaos is kind of not really that great right now. So they do a lot. The androids are really, really good. They can get a little caught out, though, if you don't get enough key spheres for them. Here, okay, so I'm going to throw number 9 up right now, and I think it's Pan. The difference between 17 and 18 and Pan's leader skill is better. So if we take a look at Pan, she's a 200% lead, right? Bond of Friendship is way better than anything the androids offer. Dragon Ball Seekers is like mid, right? Low mid. It might be low, actually. And then GT Heroes get the 200% buff as long as they're on those teams. So Pan, she does a lot. All these unit super attacks, they all do the same thing except for Goku, who gives a great chance at stunning the enemy instead of a high chance that Trunks and Gyro give. But she's always greatly raising attack. It's a shame that she is not raising defense, though, because she can get caught out after super attacking. Before super attack, though, she's got that damage reduction, so she's fine. Okay, so let's go over Pan real quick, who I think is... I don't know, like, honestly, if we're looking at the androids in their best situations versus Pan and Pan's best situations, Pan's damage is way better. She's just gonna roll events. Androids, they will too, but they... Man, to me, they just offer so much more. But... Oh, man, it's tough. I think these two could actually kind of go either way, in all honesty. Now, I haven't used Pan as much, so I can't speak to it quite as much as the androids can. I've used the androids a lot. So, taking a look at Pan, though. Attack and defense 150, plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when attacking. That's great. It's not just on super. Key plus 2, plus an additional attack plus 50%, and reduces damage received by 50% before attacking as a first attacker in a turn. So she loses that after she attacks, and that's when she can get caught out, right? She gets an additional attack and defense plus 20% up to 100% with each attack performed. launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when your team has a GT Heroes category ally whose name includes Goku, Trunks, or Giru attacking in the same turn. So she has a lot of stat buffs in here. I mean, the androids do too. Pan just gets bigger though, right? But the androids, that blast nullification is so useful. Like Omega and Broly, the two toughest red zone stages cannot touch the androids, right? Whereas Pan, she can definitely get caught out. Pan does have an active skill, greatly raises attack temporarily, ultimate damage to the enemy, chance of performing a crit plus 59%, right? That's a nod to Goku being in her active skill. It can be activated when performing 5 or more attacks during battle with a GT Heroes ally whose name includes Goku, right? So in terms of like active skills, androids is way easier. Wow, I might put the androids above Pan. That sounds kind of crazy. We'll see. We'll go through the list and I'll kind of simmer on it, right? Link skill. She's got All in the Family, Saiyan Lineage, Battlefield Diva, GT, The Innocence, Kamehameha, and Fierce Battle. So she's going to have Saiyan Lineage, GT, Kamehameha, and Fierce Battle up pretty regularly. Innocence, not quite so much, and All in the Family. I mean, who else has the Innocence even? Let's take a quick peek. I mean, B-Pan, but B-Pan's not really super meta. Is there any GT characters? Taking a quick glance here. Oh, is like Trunks on here actually? No, he wouldn't be. Yeah, you're not really gonna activate the Innocence all too much. No, I don't really see that. So, number 8. 8th best unit in the game. Could be argued, could be better, right? In a couple situations for sure. It's Ginyu though, right? Ginyu is just like his best situations are amazing. Wow, all these stupid emails coming in. So remember, he is Terrifying Conquerors or Planet Namek Saga, Key 3 170, and then Space Traveling Warriors get the 200%, right? So his super attack, he's always stacking defense, immense damage, that's good. Passive, he gets attack and defense plus 180%, additional attack plus 50% when performing a super, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% per Ginyu Force category ally on the team, up to 50%. Ginyu Force category allies attack and defense plus 30%. Attacks effective against all types when there is another Ginyu Force category ally on the team. Ginyu, he does a lot, don't get me wrong. I think the androids and maybe Pan to some extent do more than he does. But Ginyu, a lot of Ginyu's strength comes in the support of the team that he's run on, namely the Ginyu Force team, right? Because you're not going to activate all these links on like any other team you run him on. Because let's see, he's got Frieza's Army, Gentleman, Respect, Ginyu Force, Loyalty, Signature Pose, and Fierce Battle. Like, look at Ginyu Force. Attack plus 25%, chance to perform a crit, you'll get that. Signature Pose, Key plus 3, attack plus 7%. This man's always going to super attack. He's got Fierce Battle. The other Ginyu Force members must have Frieza's. Oh, yeah, they totally do. Attack plus 10% and defense plus 20%. Like, that's a good link, right? He does have this active skill body change mechanic. When HP is 70% or less starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. This is where Ginyu starts getting crazy and kind of what pushes him above the other units, right? His categories, he's on Planet Namek, Ginyu Force, Dragon Ball Seekers, Terrifying Conquerors, Special Pose, Space Traveling Warriors, and Corroded Body and Mind. Corroded Body and Mind. I guess when he takes over someone else's body, maybe? I didn't really think about that before. So yeah, he transforms. He becomes Goku Ginyu, right? He now stacks attack instead of defense. But what's huge is he gets this 59% HP recovery. HP recoveries in battle is massive. You take a look at Red Zone or the God Event or whatever. God Event's not quite as relevant anymore, but like Red Zone, you're only allowed to bring 1 item and 1 support memory, right? Assuming you bring like Bulma or something, you have a heal that may or may not work for you. Typically, most people are going to bring Whis, right? So healing, there's not a whole lot of characters that heal, right? Ginyu definitely does, and it's fairly easy to do. So he gets that, which is huge. Then he gets attack and defense plus 200%, an additional attack plus 50% when he performs a super, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super, additional attack and defense plus 10% up to 50%, and chance of performing a crit, and chance of evading enemies' attacks, plus 10% with each attack performed. High chance of foreseeing enemy super attack when there's an ally whose name includes Jace on the team. Ginyu Goku is really good. So, you know, looking at this, these two might be higher than just base Ginyu, but once he's like Goku Ginyu, he's like head and shoulders, like he's just a different monster altogether, right? He does so much, right? So something that all three of these, well, Pan has the least utility. She's just so bloody strong, though. Like, it's scary, almost. Yeah, for now, we're going to leave him at a firm number 8. Number 7. I believe number 7 is Golden Frieza, actually. So, Golden Frieza. Very good unit. Came out on JP. Still, hasn't come out on Global yet. He's a Resurrected Warriors or Planetary Destruction. Key 4, HP attack and defense 150. That's pretty good. His super attack, 12 key. Raises attack from 1 turn. Colossal damage. Lowers attack and defense. Not bad. Wish it raised defense. His 18 key is much better. Raises attack and defense and mega colossal damage. I would rather this raise defense than lower attack and defense. Because you can't do that in the harder content in the game. They need like a pierce effect or something. Like, not in the way of like a critical, how critical just ignores defensive stats or whatever, but like a pierce where status effects can be inflicted against enemies that are naturally immune, or effects that happen because they're immune to status effects, right? So his passive skill activates the entrance animation upon entering attacking turn once only, reduces damage received by 90% and reduced by 10% at the start of each turn, up to 60%. So that means you get Frieza turn 1, right? He's got 90% damage reduction. Or is he going to have 80? No, he'll have 90, right? Okay, turn 2 happens with your next rotation. He's at 80%. You're back to Frieza, 70%. Next rotation, 60%. All the way down to 30, right? Now, it starts when Frieza is actually showing up, right? So it's not just, hey, he's in slot 7. 3 turns have now gone by, right? Now, he also gets Ki plus 5, attack and defense plus 100%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 100%, and launches an additional super attack when HP is 50% or more. That is huge. That's actually really good effect. Additional supers are amazing now, right? He also gets plus an additional Ki 2 and defense plus 50% for the rest of the battle after performing 5 or more supers during battle, plus an additional Ki plus 2 and attack plus 50% for the rest of the battle after receiving 5 or more attacks. So, yeah, he's going to have... He's got 9 Ki. Like, just off the bat without links or anything. Yeah, he's super attacking so easily, right? And this man is putting up, like, once he's fully built up, he's putting up, like, 10 million plus attack stats on his 18 Ki. And then, like, 6 million attacks on his 12. So he's brutal, right? And he's going to have that, at a minimum, 30% damage reduction as well. He gets this 50% defensive raise after performing 5 or more super attacks. So his defense will get high. It'll be like 300k or something. Right? Very good unit. Right now, he doesn't have a 200% lead, unfortunately. But I imagine once he gets one, he'll be really good. He does have an active skill, massively raises attack, mega colossal damage to all enemies. It's okay. Not as good as some of the other active skills that are out there, but I've used it a few times, and I like it's free damage, right? Can be activated when HP is 50% or less, starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. Now his links. Remember, this is Resurrection of F, Golden Frieza. He's not going to share the same links as every other Frieza or Golden Frieza. He's got Prodigies, Strongest Clan in Space, Universe's Most Malevolent, Super God Combat, Resurrection F, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So right now, you can run him with full power LR AGL Frieza. And he'll share Prodigies, Strongest Clan in Space, Universe's Most Malevolent, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So 5 of 7 links. These two are harder to activate. You'll activate them with like Blue Goku and Vegeta, the Int unit that came out on JP. But we need like another unit to try and activate those or something, right? All in all, very good unit. He does a lot. Doesn't take damage for the first few turns at all. It's hard for him to take damage later. He can. He can tank Omega's super attack, barely, but very good. Categories, he's on a lot. Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Revenge, Inhuman Deeds, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Mastered Evolution, Sworn Enemies, and Battle of Fate. So a lot of these categories are still looking for 200% buffs. Once Frieza gets that, he's going to be so good, right? Like, top tier. He's already pretty top tier, actually, right? And his, look at his stats. He's got, like, almost 15k defense. Like, that's so good. Like, 21,000 attack, pretty much. Yeah, Frieza's a monster. Okay, next. I'm going to put Goku and Gohan, the Tech LR, as the number 6 unit. So let's take a look at them. They are on a 200% team. Goku, STR, Goku, and Gohan's, right? So they lead Goku's family or Kamehameha, Key 4, 150. It's not a bad leader skill, honestly. 150 is a little low, but the Key 4 is not bad. So 12 key super attack, they raise defense for 1 turn, colossal damage, 18 key attack and defense, mega colossal. That's what you want, that's good. They're passive. Attack plus 59%, defense plus 58%. Plus an additional attack and defense, and chance of performing a crit plus 5% per key sphere obtained. Yup. Plus an additional attack plus 59%, and defense plus 58% when performing a super. Plus an additional 59%, and defense plus 58% if it's an ultra super attack. Plus an additional key plus 1 per key sphere obtained, launches an additional super attack within the turn in which his character's active skill is activated or when key is 20. Guys, Goku and Gohan is a fantastic unit. Borderline broken. They are so good. This unit can cook the last phase of Broly so easily, especially on their active skill turn. You can do damn near half his health. It's amazing what this unit can do. They're getting... Now, make sure you get at least the 18 key so that their defense gets up there. Otherwise, like, I have taken some hits on this unit, and it does hurt sometimes if you're not getting that 18 key super attack. But luckily, it does have key plus 1 per key sphere obtained in their passive. This additional is crazy. You just need 20 key, right? So the LR Gods and the LR SS4s, they have the same mechanic, which is awesome. A lot of the LRs have this now, which is like super good. I really love these guaranteed additional attacks when something happens. It makes the unit so much better. So active skill. Massively raises attack temporarily, ultimate damage to enemy, and all attacks become critical hits for the turn. So, you pop this, right? That's 1 attack, crit. Ultra super attack, crit. Guaranteed additional, crit. Oh, you popped your hidden potential proc, crit. 4 attacks this unit can do. All of them will crit. So, yeah, they have some stupidly high damage output with pretty good defense because they are raising it on super attack as well as all these other buffs here. It can be activated when facing one enemy whose HP is 59% or less, starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle, or when HP is 58% or more, starting from the 7th turn from the start of battle. Not too bad to activate that. I get it pretty frequently. Their link set, they have Golden Warrior, All in the Family, Same Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. You will see most of these active. They link very well with the LR Vegeta and Trunks and the STR Goku and Gohan. They link well with LR Namek Goku. Very solid unit altogether. What are all their key links? Yeah, Golden Warrior and yeah, just prepared for battle, right? Who's going to have... Is the STR Goku and Gohan? Yeah, they've got Golden Warrior too. So that is good. They are on Joined Forces, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, Android Saga, Kamehameha, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Bond of Parent and Child. Very, very good unit. Very deserving to be here where they are. All right. Now, who do we think is in number 5, huh? Any takers? It's Fusion Zamasu. Fusion Zamasu, fantastic. Can I say that word enough times? I feel like I've said it a lot. Fusion Zamasu is an amazing unit. I had to get at least one dupe of him. Very, very good. I can't wait for the Goku Blacks to all get like a 200% lead. I can't wait for Int Goku Black to get an easy A. For the rest of the Goku Black units to easy A. That would be like so good. This arc really needs a little bit more love, but it's one of my favorite arcs in the entire show for sure. So, he is Worldwide Chaos or Patara, Key 4, 150%. See a trend with these yellow coin LRs? 2 categories, Key 4, 150. Yeah. 12 key super attack. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Colossal damage. Lowers attack. Look at that. 12 key. He greatly raises attack and defense. What? Ultra super. Greatly raises attack and defense. Mega Colossal. Greatly lowers attack. Yo, Zamasu has some of the best super attack effects in the entire game. For sure. Bar none. This is amazing. Greatly raising on both. I'll show you why it's really good. I'll show you. So, passive skill. He activates an entrance animation once only. He gets key +1 per key sphere obtained for 5 turns from the start of turn when there's another Patara category ally attacking in the same turn. This is an amazing effect. I pretty much always get 24 key during this time, which is important for another part of his passive, which is like a full-on essay long. So, he randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to int. That's amazing. Units that give themselves key or change key spheres are just so good lately, right? They're really, like Zamasu, for example, it really helps the rest of his kit. Where they really drop the ball is like STR Broly that just came out on Global during the 7th year anniversary. Like, he needs a certain amount of key orbs to do something. He needs 6, right? He doesn't make he doesn't make orbs like Tech Sin Shenron does, right? Zamasu here does, and it really helps him out. So he gets attack and defense plus 100%. He reduces damage received by 20%, just always, right? Oh, we're throwing shade at Evolution Blue Vegeta now, huh? Because his is only 10%. But in Evolution Blue Vegeta's defense, he gets 10% extra every time he's hit. But he does not have the defensive capability that Zamasu has. Not at all. Zamasu gets an additional attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. He launches an additional super attack when performing an ultra super attack. Attacks effective against all types when key is 24, plus an additional damage reduction of 2% within the same turn with each attack received, up to 10%. So he'll get like 30% at the most, right? Key +1 each time this character receives an attack for 5 or more times. Each time he receives an attack 5 or more times during battle, up to key +5. That's a little hard to get. Sometimes, like on average, I think I'll get like 3 ki out of it, right? During most events. So that's not too bad. He recovers 10% HP at the end of a turn in which his character receives an attack 5 or more times during battle, which is really good. A lot of the Goku Blacks, well, Tech Goku Black and Zamasu, they recover 15% HP at the start of each turn, right? So them together, they're recovering a lot of health. Great chance of evading enemies' unarmed super attack and countering with tremendous power. This is the only meh thing I see in his kit. I never see this. I've used this Zamasu a lot. I never see this ability. Kind of a shame. It should just be like Gogeta, like any super attack, right? Then he would be like truly great. So yeah, this guy's defense gets so high because he's got. He starts out with this, right? And then he gets that on super. And then he double supers as long as you get the 18 ki. And then he greatly raises, and then, oh, hidden potential, greatly raises. He's so good. I love him. He's one of my favorite characters in the game right now. Easy. Active skill, he massively raises attack temporarily, ultimate damage, and stuns the enemy for 1 turn. This also triggers the effective against all types, right? So that the active skill will be effective against all types, and then when he super attacks, he'll be, say you only get the 12 ki, he'll be effective against all types. But I've also seen it trigger this part. Shoot, where is it? Where he gets another additional super attack after performing an ultra super attack. So his active skill does a bit more than what it actually says here. It can be activated when performing 5 or more super attacks during battle. It's pretty easy to do, actually. Link skill. He's got Big Bad Bosses, Dismal Future, Godly Power, Fuse Fighter, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. The only Link that's you won't really see that often is Fused Fighter and Godly Power, because he doesn't really share Godly Power with. Okay, so they've got it. If AGL Zamasu gets an easy A, he's got it. But the Goku Blacks, yeah, Zamasu's got it, but Goku Blacks do not. And right now, Goku Blacks are much better than just straight up Zamasus. So categories, he's on Realm of Gods, Potara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Final Trump Card, Worldwide Chaos, Battle of Fate, and Fused Fighters. He is on a 200% team on LR Trunks and Vegeta's 200% Leer scale. He's on Future Saga and Battle of Fate, so he is getting 200%. So his damage output, like, mine's got 1 dupe, but at Rainbow level, he's outputting like 10 million, and then he's additionaling for like 6 or something. Very good. He's doing a lot. All of these stats and his damage reduction makes him very tanky as well after he's done his turn, right? So I think he's very deserving to be here. Number four, boom. LR, Goku Black, and Zamasu. Yeah, here they are. So they got their Easy A on JP, and it kind of blew every other Easy A out of the water. Kind of weird that, like, GT, Goku, Trunks, and Pans was kind of mid compared to this. Same with, like, LR, Trunks, and Mai that got Easy 8 at the same time, but they're, like, nowhere near as good as this unit. So, leader skill, tech, key 4, 120, yeah, whatever. Super attack, though. Raises attack for 1 turn, colossal damage, raises defense by 30% for 3 turns. That's really good. 18 key. Raises attack, mega colossal, raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. That's so good. Like, he had that pre-Easy A, right? But now with his updated kit, it adds so much to him. Passive skill. Recover 15% HP at the start of turn. That's really good, right? Especially in like red zone where normals can do a lot of damage to you at times. Like, it's good to have that. He also gets ki +2 and defense +50% as well at the start of turn. Then he gets ki +2 and defense +50% and guards all attacks for 3 turns from the start of turn. Very useful because this is a unit that has to build up. Because here he gets attack +100% when he performs a super, plus an additional ki +1 up to 4, and attack and defense +30% with each attack received up to 120%. So ideally, you want him to get hit and guard early so that he can build up this part and be good to go later. He starts with support and everything. He's like 13 million plus attack stats, right? Very easily. With like starting out the turn with like 600,000 defense pretty much before super attack. So link skill, that's also assuming you got like the 18 key super attack the turn before, right? Link skill, he's got an amazing link set. Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Prepared for Battle, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Yeah, he's got one of the best link sets for villains in the game, I think. Yeah, easy. This Big Bad Bosses is so good. You can't go wrong with that. Categories, not that many, but enough, right? Realm of Gods, Patara, Future, Time Travelers, Join Forces, and Worldwide Chaos, right? Look at that attack stat. It's like 22,500. That's huge. 14k defense. That's pretty good for an LR. Okay, so number 3. 3 and 2 can go either way, but I'm gonna make the case why I feel it's this way. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me, but honestly, these units are close enough that it doesn't matter too much. The SS4 LRs. So, this is one of the Year 7 LRs, Dokkan Fest that came out. Them and the Gods are stupidly good. Like, there's not enough words in the dictionary for me to give enough synonyms for good, or amazing, or brilliant. But they are the Fuse Fighter or GT Heroes category, Key 3, 170, and then Kamehameha gets the 200% boost. Right? Super Attack, they stack attack and defense, colossal damage. Ultra Super, stack attack and defense, Mega Colossal, right? Very good. Passive skill, they have an entrance animation. They guard all attacks for 1 turn from the start of turn. They get an additional ki +1 per type key sphere obtained, and attack and defense +77% for 7 turns from the start of the turn. Keep in mind, start of the turn, not first appearance, I guess, right? So, attack and defense +120%, plus an additional ki +1 per key sphere obtained. Chance of performing a crit +7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. They launch an additional super attack when ki is 20 or more, and attacks effective against all types when ki is 24. Very good kit. That sounds very familiar to like Goku and Gohan, right? They do a lot of similar things. They can fuse into Gogeta, of course, one of the best units in the game by far, from the 4th turn from the start of battle, right? Their links, pretty good. They have Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, GT, Saiyan Roar, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Shocking Speed's kind of the odd one out. It can be activated. The Easy 8 LR SS4 Goku has it, so that won't be a problem. Oh, wait. Does he? Does he? He might not. Because I think they share 6 or 7 links. Okay, Shocking Speed's the link he doesn't have. He's got Prepared for Battle. That's what it is. Right. Wow, that is a shame. Yeah. Very good unit. Very powerful. I often get triple super attacks with them. Let's see. Their categories, they're on a plethora of categories. Fusion, Shadow Dragon Saga, Pure Saiyans, Join Forces, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, Giant 8 Power, GT Heroes, Time Limit, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond, Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighters, and Bond of Parent and Child. Got excellent stats here as well. Now, Gogeta. Gogeta is a different beast altogether. Aside from having possibly the best animations in the game, 12 key. He greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage, ultra super. He massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, mega colossal, and disables enemy action within the turn. His passive, attack and defense plus 177%, gets an additional key plus 2 per key sphere obtained, just all the time. Chance of performing a critical hit and reduces damage received by 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. I really like that ability. I often get at least 2 or 3 rainbow key spheres usually, so this is sitting at like 14 to 21%. He has just attacks effective against all types, medium chance of performing a crit, high chance of launching an additional super attack, and a high chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. Very good unit. His active skill, he is super powerful. The high chance of countering, I wish this was 70% so much, like Tech Gogeta. Maybe they thought he would be a bit too busted if it was 70%, because this is only half the time, right? And only a high chance, like high chance is fine of launching an additional super attack, but it's part of the argument why I think the gods are better. So he has an active skill, the most powerful active skill in the game, along with the gods. Vegeta and Trunks don't get me wrong, I think their active skill is better, but SS4, Gogeta, and the gods, it's way more powerful because they've been stacking beforehand, right? So ultimate damage, and all attacks become crits, just like the Goku and Gohan. It's stupid how much damage they're gonna do, right? 50 can be activated when HP is 50% or less when facing only one enemy whose HP is 50% or less. So very easy active conditions for your active skill, right? So Gogeta at his best is really good. I think potentially better than the gods. At his worst, I don't think he's as good as the gods at all. I think the gods are just a bit more consistent than he is, and that's why I like them a bit more. So here, we'll move on to number 2, who you would have guessed it, the LR gods, right? Honestly, these guys are so close and powerful, like, I would not mind at all. If you're like, no, I like the SS4s more, you're wrong, right? Like, that's fine. Like, I can definitely see the argument for that. Maybe your luck is better than mine, or, like, I have no problem, like, accepting that. For me personally, though, I'm going to put the gods at 2. So their kit is essentially the same as the SS4s. Their leader skill here, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, it's definitely better, though. Much bigger category, more units on it. Like, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, obvious, every form besides Super Saiyan, right? Now, remember, I see this a lot. Why isn't UI Goku on Power Beyond Super Saiyan? It's because Ultra Instinct is a technique that anyone can learn. Not necessarily anyone, but it's a technique that can be learned, right? Like Beerus knows Ultra Instinct. The Angels know Ultra Instinct. They're not Saiyans. You don't have to be a Saiyan to know Ultra Instinct. That's why it's not on Power Beyond Super Saiyan, right? It's not a level, right? Not a transformation. But like, look at everyone on this team. Easy A, SS4 Goku. Look, Vegeta's here. SS4s. Oh man. The new STR Vegito that got an Easy A is on here. This category is just massive. Oh, the ROF gods are here. Broly, Majin Vegeta. Oh man. Yeah, Goku is here. This one. GT. Yeah, they're on GT Goku and GT Vegeta are on here because their active skill has them as Super Saiyan 4s. That's why. I see a lot of people ask that question too. Okay, going back to the gods. So like the SS4s, they raise attack and defense on their 12 and 18 key super attacks. They're passive. entrance animation. They guard all attacks for 1 turn from the start of turn, plus an additional key +1 per key sphere obtained, and attack and defense plus 77% for 7 turns from the start of turn. That's the exact same, right? Attack and defense plus 120%, plus an additional key +1 per type key sphere obtained, chance of performing a crit plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained, launches an additional super attack when key is 20 or more, attacks effective against all types when key is 24. This is like literally the exact same as the SS4s. Then we have an active skill. They transform into blue, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. And once they hit blue, this is where things change. And like Gogeta, they are powerhouses in the game, like unrivaled. So, super attack, their 12 key, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal. 18 key, massively, so they double, right, their stats. Attack and defense for 1 turn, mega colossal, disable enemy action. Their passive skill, attack and defense plus 177%. They get an additional 2 key per type key sphere obtained, chance of performing a crit, and chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. Attacks effective against all types when key is 16 or more. That's really good. That's very easy to get to. They launch a guaranteed additional super attack when key is 20 or more. They also have a medium chance of performing a critical hit, a medium chance of evading enemies' attack, right? So they're going to have 30% chance of evading an attack, then say you get 3 here, and a 21% chance of evading an attack. So they actually dodge quite often for me. Now, the reason why I like the gods more than the SS4s, well, it's really Gogeta. Gogeta is always attacks effective against all types, right? Now, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's a very powerful ability. The gods have that too, if they have 16 or more key. And that is very easy to get. I will get that like damn near 100% of the time. Launches an additional super attack when key is 20 or more. Just flat out guaranteed additional super attack. Gogeta only has a high chance of launching an additional super attack, right? So more often than not, this unit for me, because I have max additional in them, additional skill orbs as well, they're getting a triple super attack not every time, but more often than Gogeta they are, right? So they're massively raising attack and defense, and they're greatly raising attack and defense, and then they're greatly raising attack and defense. Defensively, they're going to be better than Gogeta. They just flat out are, because they do more super attacks. That's just how it is for me, and that's why I like them more, right? Okay, so yeah, we've gone over their passive. Really, that's the only reason why. It's because I think they're better defensively. Sure, you might not get this every time, but you will get it often. Like, very often. You think about, like, who's their best linking partner? Well, who's their best partner in general? Easy A Tech God Goku, right? The man is making rainbow key spheres. So, like, it's very easy to hit that 20 or more key. Active skills, same as Gogeta. All attacks become crits. So, active skill, crit. 18 key, crit. Guaranteed additional, crit. Oh, hidden potential system, crit. This happens, like, don't get me wrong, Gogeta can do the same thing. Gods will do it more often, though, right? That's a big reason why I like them more. Gogeta's animations, I think I like more, but I don't know. The gods as a unit, I use them more, I think, just because, like, the leader skill and stuff, right? Active skill conditions, exactly the same. When your HP is 50% or less when facing one enemy, or when the HP's enemy is 50% or less. Their link skills, I would say their link skill is a bit better. Gogeta might have a little bit more attack just because of like Saiyan Roar or something, right? But the gods have prepared for battle, so they get more ki. The gods have Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Warrior Gods, Godly Power, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Their categories, they're on Fusion, Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, Transformation Boost, Join Forces, Movie Heroes, Kamehameha, Final Trump Card, Time Limit, Mastered Evolution, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Fierce Fighters, and Bond of Parent and Child. You know, I want to see Movie Heroes for a quick sec. Oh, man. This SS3 Goku, man, I'm thinking he's going to Easy A at some point coming up, and he's going to, like, think about when he came out, how much damage he was doing. What's he going to do when he Easy A's, right? I didn't mean to actually click on it. Movie Heroes definitely needed the extra leader. And it's got some decent units on it. His other leader skill is weak. Okay. So we've done that. We've established 10 through 2. Oh boy, who do we think the number one? It's Trunks and Vegeta. I'm not even gonna finish that. As for Goku and Vegeta, I think they're like 11 and 12. They're probably at like 11 and 12, right? I don't know. There could be an argument for them to be like, I don't know, there or something, but oops. Yeah. They just Goku and Vegeta, while like their defense and their attack is now super good, they can disable enemy action. They've got that easy to use active skill. They just don't do enough compared to every other unit on this list. Every other unit just, they do so much. Everyone's passive skill is like so damn big, right? Okay, Trunks and Vegeta. Initially, I had the gods ahead of them when I first started using this character. I think there are situations when the gods and the SS4s are still better than them. Like, if you see, these guys are only super good if they're in slot 1 all the time, right? But say you want to run LR Goku Black and Zamasu and Fusion Zamasu as a rotation. Okay, one of these guys is now floating and will still take damage from a super attack because they don't have guard anymore, right? And one of the reasons this unit is so good is because he has guard. That's one of the big reasons for them being ahead of the gods and the SS4s. If they don't have guard, I don't think they're better. But if they do, yes, right? Defense is just, it's so important in this game. Like, Truth is absolutely right when he says defense is important. Just look at Red Zone. How many people struggle there? So these guys have the best leader skill in the game. Bond of Parent and Child, like, this category is, who isn't on here? Well, all the villains, I guess, right? Actually, I'm surprised like Frieza and his darling father, King Cold, aren't on here. That's not a bond of parent and child. Doesn't Frieza talk about how like his loving father or his loving parents tried to whip him into shape or something? I think that was like child abuse. Okay, so anyway, this category, like, yep, yeah, oh, wow, look, Goku and Gohan, the gods, Vegeta's here, Namek Goku is here, Vegeto's here, Kaioken Goku is here, SS4 Vegeta's here, SS4s are here, Vegeta's here, Kid Gohan. Like, what is this category actually? Just, hey, here's Goku's family and Vegeta's family leader skill. Just Vegeta post-cell killing Trunks, right? Pan. Oh my god. Tech Gohan. Oh man. This is disgusting. Godku. The new Easy A Limit Breaker. ROF gods are here. Majin Vegeta. Yeah, this is that team is cracked. Or Future Saga, key 3, HP attack and defense 170. And then Battle of Fate is the category that gets the 200%. Battle of Fate's a pretty good category, so Goku's gonna get it. Every Goku and Vegeta unit pretty much here is gonna get. Except for this Vegeta here, really. The Tech Saiyan Saga one. Zamasu's getting that lead. Wow. Yeah, this category's got some potential, that's for sure. They did a good job with this guy's leader skill. Okay, Super Attack, 12 key. They raise attack and defense from 1 turn. 18 key. They stack attack and defense and mega colossal damage. Their passive, entrance animation. They get 2 key, defense plus 70%, and guards all attacks for 5 turns from the start of the turn when there's another bond of parent and child category ally attacking in the same turn. So that's important. It's okay, yeah, it's not just oh, okay, that's the other part. Yeah, so that's only the 5 turns one, right? Then they get key plus 2, attack and defense plus 140%, and launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, right? So that's a good ability. Plus an additional key plus 1 up to 5, defense plus 15% up to 75%. That's very important that you get that. And chance of performing a crit plus 7% up to 35% with each attack received. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 70% and guards all attacks as the first attacker in a turn. This is probably the most important part of their passive, is this additional attack and defense and guarding all attacks as the first attacker. Remember, as I said, after this 5 turns wears off, where you don't have that, because like Goku Black and Zamasu and the Fusion Zamasu rotation, yeah, after 5 turns, like, they're not going to link that well. They're not going to have guard. But with this, it tips them being number 1. A bit of their active skill as well. So their active skill massively raises attack temporarily. That's huge. Massive, huh? Ultimate damage, and all attacks become crit, and all allies' defense by 20% for 1 turn. This is better than every other active skill in the game. That defensive buff, right? It's an out-of-turn buff, so it's like a true 20% buff. Can be activated starting from the 3rd turn when all allies are attacking in the same turn are future, or when HP is 50% or less starting from the 5th turn. Yeah, pretty simple to activate, pretty easy. Their Link skill, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Dismal Future, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. They link well. Like, I like to use Majin Vegeta beside them, the Goku and the Gohan unit. There's, like, Saiyan Warrior Race is common, Super Saiyan's good, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. You'll get Royal Lineage, with Majin Vegeta. Dismal Future, you'll get with other Future Saga units. And their categories: Future Saga, Time Travelers, Join Forces, Vegeta's Family, Bond of Master and Disciple, Battle of Fate, and Bond of Parent and Child. And then their stats, all 13.5k, that's pretty good. And then, their attacks fine, like 20. So, this is, yeah. I think I'm happy with this. I think there's an argument to do that. Like, I know Pan's got stupid high attack. She can, like, just destroy bosses, right? Her defense can get really good, too. But if she gets super, like, and she doesn't have that damage reduction, it's like, GG, right? I don't know. I think this could go either way. I think I'm just biased a little more towards the androids, just because they don't take damage from any blast-based attack, and that's the most common super attack in the game. Okay, so this is my pre-2022 Worldwide Download Celebration Top 10 list, with Final Form Cooler and Super Saiyan Goku being all but confirmed for the headliner units on that celebration. We'll see how this list changes. But right now, I feel pretty comfortable with this. Ginyu Pan and 17 and 18, I think they're better than the SS4s, who I would probably put next as far as LRs are concerned. I don't think I'm missing anyone on the list. Maybe I am. Do you agree with my list? Is there anyone you would change, put someone somewhere else? Is there a unit I'm not thinking of? Let me know in the comments down below. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Later.